Shape Corp. I'm Emma.
I'm Natalie.
I'm Ewan.
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Andrew.
Shape Corp came to us because they had 90+ job openings and they were in need of more employees. So we were given the driving question of how do we encourage people to join Shape Corp by use of a career fair booth. Oh, this was our table before we worked on it.
We're glad you're working on it. We're glad you're here. We need you.
On day one, we met Tim and we learned about Shape Corp. First, he had us do a nuts and bolts activity, which basically taught us speed and accuracy. After that, we went and toured the rolling part, where they roll the metal and the welding process. And then we interviewed Tim and 6 other employees and learned that every 14 seconds a Shape Corp bumper is in an accident. On day 2, we did empathy maps, which helped us know what future employees would think and want. And we interviewed John and Stephanie, who helped with the Shape Corp career fair booth. And then we did KWL with sticky notes, which helped us know what we already knew and what we wanted to know. And then each of us drew diagrams of what we want or what we thought the table would look like, which those are sitting out there. And then from there we narrowed it down on what we wanted on the table.
On day 3, we voted on the ideas we liked from the diagrams and did dot voting on all of the ideas to narrow it down to a few ideas. And for each of those, we did a enough test, which is no or new, useful, or feasible. And we worked on a presentation, wrote a script, and called different companies about our matchmaker idea, which is going to be later in the slideshow. And we created a prototype of the career fair.
This is our prototype, and now we're going to tell you about the specific details.
Oh, I like it already. You're doing
One
very well.
thing that we came up with is the mountain climber, and it's informative and creative and meant to show growth opportunities within the business. One person that we interviewed, Muhammad, he told us about how he started on the bottom and made his way up to the top, and that really helped us come up with this idea. And also Caitlin told us that while job searching and going to career fairs, this would be great to show opportunity. This display would work, and it would run on a simple conveyor belt and powered by a fixed speed motor.
Some features we would like to add to the career fair booth are lights that would be orange and battery powered, because they have to be orange because that's one of the company colors, and battery powered because you don't always have access to power at a career fair. We'd also like to add a counter that would tick up every 14 seconds because that's how often a shape bumper is in an accident.
We hope to use the matchmaker display for showing people what qualifications are needed for each job at Shape Corp. We got this idea from Stephanie, and she said finding a good job for someone was like playing a matchmaker game. So on top of the flaps would be questions like, are you a match for this job? And underneath would be the qualifications you would need.
We added new banner designs incorporating employee insights on why they love Shape. We added before and after picture, where we put here, showing the bumper before an accident and after. We added the who we work with part to add some more recognizable brand names and show that these companies could not do their job without Shape. And then we also added the "we do the impossible" phrase to show that when Shape first started, that they were told bending steel was impossible, but they did it.
And some freebies we have are pens, chapstick, and magnets, but those were a bit outdated. So we'd like to do
You said it.
So we would like to add steel keychains that could possibly be made out of scraps to reduce waste from Shape.
That's so good.
And freebies can attract people to the career fair booth, so that's why we did that.
Some simple decorative ideas that we came up with was by adding a steel-colored tablecloth and displaying bump caps and adding a mini bumper. It would tie together and tell more about who Shape is. And these would be easy to buy or set out, and they require minimal work.
While we were deciding what would go on the finished table, we thought having an iPad or two would be helpful because then you can gain employee information for follow-ups, and people would also be able to apply in person if they would like. And the operating system we would use would be Google Forms or Google Docs because it's free and you can use it offline.
Another thing that we came up with was the approximate cost for each items that we talked about. And we're still waiting to hear from some businesses about what it would cost. And we also talked to Sento Ani about creating our matchmaker idea. And the total cost was about $1,000 to $2,000.
Thank you for listening to our ideas, because at Shape Corp,
We do the impossible.